SkapeGote's back in the long drive. We are getting attacked by rabbits. The frame rate's awful. The rabbit like came at me, screamed, and then ran away. So I don't know what's going on there, but we're back, and I'm going to double check my recording because it's been acting up. I've been trying to do this for a while now, and I think it's working. So please excuse a little blip on screen when I alt-tab this, as I don't have a second monitor at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to go down the road 50 kilometers today, steering wheel and all. Let's see what we got here. I think we got everything. I think we're good. So 50 kilometers, so we need to get to 4:38.5. All right, so I'm going to try to do this one super duper fast and see what happens. Because okay, what's going on? What's wrong with this thing? Why won't this thing start? It's got oil. It's got fuel. Why won't this thing start? Let's see here. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, the clutch was out. I didn't even realize. What gear am I in? Okay, that's reverse for sure. That's got to be neutral. That's first. Okay. Let's, there we go. All right, let's get out of here. I tried to do this in the outside view. And yes, someone in the comments accused me of not using the clutch. I am totally using the clutch. It just, the clutch in this doesn't seem to register too much like a normal clutch. Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, and I'm serious when I say this, the steering on the outside is not the same as the steering on the inside. When you're outside, there's like a delay in the steering that you don't get on the inside. And it's strange. So we're gonna go, what did I say, 338? Or sorry, 438.5. All right, so we're gonna do that. It's probably gonna be mostly inside today. I've got a request from somebody to do some episodes inside and some episodes outside. So I will probably do the next one on the outside with using the keyboard and the mouse because of how difficult it can be to drive on the outside with the steering wheel. I don't know what it is. I think it's just after years and years of driving, I've gotten to the point where it doesn't make sense to use a steering wheel in a third-person perspective. I don't know. I've never done it before. I think it's funny. I actually looked this up, and some dude actually did it with a real car. Put a camera on the top of it and then drove it in a third person like a Grand Theft Auto game or something. It was kind of funny. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Things are good. You know, I managed to help some people the last few days. You know, there's always, it's always a good time when you're helping people. Jeez, that was a little scary. So get out there and help the world, man. The world needs it right now. Help your neighbors, deliver groceries for the elderly kind of stuff. Do it. It's good for you. Make you feel good. Yes, the world's a better place when we're all helping each other out. Except for my admins, they're always a pain. But either way, just don't interact with them on the Discord. Don't go to the Discord, they're problems. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They're great, actually. This is bad. We're losing control here. It's gonna come off the gas. Take it easy. Take it easy. I feel like, you know what would be a good soundtrack to this game? Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing. That'd be a pretty good soundtrack to this episode. Okay, okay. We don't want to crash. We don't want to crash. There's a rock right there. Nope, that's not a rock. That's grass. This is really downhill. I'm gonna ride the brake a little bit so I don't kill myself. Perfect. There we go. Doing a hundo. All right. So someone in the comments said, "Can you change it to miles per hour?" No, I can't. The speedometer is kind of designed to be in kilometers, like every place on the planet, pretty much, except America. There's just, I still find that really strange. And I'm not knocking the Americans. I'm not knocking you at all. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying it's just weird to have such a major country that still uses the standard system of it's weird to me. Like, it's just weird when the whole world does it the other way. And again, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying it's strange. And it's because it's weird because, like, I used to work in logistics, right? So, like, I did, like, shipping, receiving kind of stuff, but on a really major scale. But the, like, container ships and things like this. But there isn't a place I have ever dealt with that was willing to accept that type of measurement. We always force them to convert it. And if you're going to convert it anyway, why not? Oh, God, rock! Ah! Ah! There's poo everywhere! Okay, car stalled. Stop. Okay. Like I said, things are going terribly right now. Okay. Coily, no, don't fall out. Oh, coils, buddy. Okay. How we doing? Car, you all right? Not bad. We lost the hubcap. Is that a Karen? Oh, save. Okay. A whole Karen fell out of my car. Loggington? What have I told you? Stop trying to run away. Okay, well, so far, this is supposed to go fast, and it has now involved a rock. And we lost a Karen, which is just, you know, I'll tell you, man. The Karens get right upset when they fall out of the car. And I would too, you know? Like, you just go into your mom's, you're waiting for some Olive Garden, you promise them some bottomless pasta, and what happens? They fall out of the car. Maybe if they wore their seatbelts, we wouldn't have this problem. Now, my car's facing the wrong direction, so I gotta make sure it's going back the right direction. I really didn't see that rock until the last second there. And this is what I'm always talking about. The inside view can be a bit dangerous because of stuff like that. There's a rabbit over there. You stay over there, you son of a gun. Both my shines fell out. Which one's this one? This one's 9. This one's 20. I'm taking this one. The other one can hang around. There we go. Because the car is all fixed up now, so I don't need the extras. It's just to get rid of blood. Alrighty. Okay, put that back there. Okay, road lotion. You're going to have to go back there too, bud. Music box. We'll put you in the back. Coily, you can stay with me. Other Karen. And back seat. All right, Coily, get over there. All right, perfect. Okay. Let's get this thing down a couple of gears here because I think that's neutral. All right, so ignition on. Parking brake off in a second. All right, let's get this thing up. All right, let's get this thing over this way here. You know what's really weird? The steering on this is super auto-centering, and it's even better than my summer car and BeamNG. The auto-centering on this is fantastic. Like, you know what? Like, and it works great. Like, you know when you start driving and you kind of let the wheels slide back through your hands after you make a turn? You can do that so simply with this. It's nearly insane. Like in those other games, they're all just like, nah, bruh, we're not going to do that for you. You're going to have to make the steering wheel come back on its own. It's great. It's lovely. But either way, we're going to head down this road again. Oh, I think I'm finally getting used to the stupid things being on the left. Oh God, here we are. This is great. Perfect. All right. Oh, looks like we got a stop coming up here. We better be a little careful. You remember last time we went by one of these? Okay. We had a major malfunction with the, what do you call those things? The frame rate dying here. Now, there won't be any gas here, which is really what I'm on the lookout for. Okay, there it is. There's the slowdown. We're all right. We're all right. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to skip that one. I'm going to look for gas at gas stations because that's really what I'm concerned about. I'm not really down that much fuel. It's just that's the more important thing. And maybe a bit of oil. We're a little down on oil, not terribly. But we are down a little bit on oil. So it wouldn't hurt to find a liter of oil and put it in. What I got to do is get a jerry can, empty it, and fill it with oil from a ship or something. And then, or just random oil I find. Because it's too, like, it's finicky to stop for little bits of oil here and there. Okay, that's another rock. Oil here and there. And it's kind of a pain in the butt. So, but nice to have the oil on me just so I can just fill it up, and then every so often, when it gets low, fill up the jerry can again. Just makes more sense. You can always grab one of those little 3-liter containers, but like that's not a lot of oil, and I'd use that up in 3 or 4 episodes. It'd be nice to have one I can just kind of carry for the rest of the game. Because I'm pretty sure 20 liters would get me through most of the rest of the game. Like, I'm using a liter probably every 4 episodes if I didn't put oil in it. Every 3 or 4 episodes. So, a 20 would get me probably another... Like, it'd probably get me to the end of this without too much trouble. So maybe I'll look for that. And see if that works for me. Now, I'm waiting, because a couple of times I've run into buildings in the middle of the road. I'm hoping to find those again. I've already found one. That was kind of neat. I'm trying to find out why the blue light on my hood is there and why it's reflecting off my dashboard when my hood couldn't see that light. But that's fine. Not everything needs to make sense all the time. But yes, next episode will be on the outside of the car again. I'm just really enjoying the steering wheel. So, and I know people like to see on the outside again, but I feel like, people waited so long to see me get the steering wheel, so here we are, driving with the steering wheel. Wow! And I think we're not doing too bad. I'm getting used to it. It's not, like I said, it's nothing like driving a real car, and I don't think they'll ever be able to emulate that, and mostly because of the forces involved that you feel in a car. Like, for example, and anybody who ever drove a stick shift knows what I'm talking about. There's a take-up point on the clutch where you can feel it grab, where you can feel the clutch, like, kind of start to grip. And you cannot emulate that with pedals unless the pedal itself... You know what you could do, actually, is you could... If you could design pedals with force feedback, then yes, you could do that. So, like, if you had pedals that you could start to vibrate a little bit as you ease the clutch out, that would kind of give you a similar sensation to what it feels like. But the car moving when the clutch engages and stuff, like, you can't really simulate that without a full motion rig. And I'll bet you $1 million none of those feel super realistic, because it's just not the same. I've been driving cars too long to be tricked by a moving rig. It's just not the same. It's always wondered how they did it in that those really expensive rides at like Disneyland that do the motion thing. They never felt real, but they're always cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed them. But it'd be nice. Just going down the road and feeling all the forces and the bumps in the road and all that. Like, that'd be a riot. VR really helped. You know what I should do? I should put on my VR helmet and do it with the steering wheel. How cool would that be? I could look around like a real car, see what's going on. Oh yeah, we're gonna set that episode up now that this thing has VR support, basic VR support, but it has it. All it has is the head movements. So what would be funny about that is when I got out of the car, trying to find my mouse and keyboard reaching for that when I have the helmet on and I can't see it. That'd be great. This is good. This is going not too shabby. We had one accident so far. That's not the worst. I should really get that thing out of the center of the screen there so I can see rocks on the horizon. There we go. Yeah, people have been asking, like, also, I said this in the last episode for the people who missed it. I'm able to use my mouse and keyboard at the same time as I do this because of the steering wheel base, because I got a direct drive wheel, is long but kind of narrow, so it fits on the other side of it. And since it just kind of bolts to the table with a bolt, it's real easy to just kind of like put it around it. And actually taking it off is not so bad. I made a quick release I have a quick release for it. I changed the type of bolt it is, so it's a quick release bolt now, so it's really easy to just kind of pop it off. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. I have to take a picture out and put it on the Discord, actually, to show people what I mean. It's just one big screw-on thing that keeps it in place. It was an accessory, too, because most of these require to be stuck to a rig, but I needed it to be able to stick to a table because of how I do my recordings. So I had to do some creative engineering to make this work. Oh God, why did it get slow? There must have been a building. See, this is what I mean. Not being on the third person, you miss the buildings that are nearby in the desert really easily because you got such a narrow field of view. Does this go fast? There you go. Go a little faster. Thanks. So we got to get 438. We should be able to do this fairly quick. Like I said, I'm a little behind tonight, so hopefully this episode gets out on time. I had some crap I was dealing with. You know how it is. you're doing some things and you get behind and you're just trying to get stuff done. And since I don't plan anything ahead because I'm stupid, here we are. Here we are. This is going to go great. But that's all right. Sometimes things go bad. This is perfect. You know what the best part about this now with the steering wheel, though? Like I said, it doesn't feel super real, but the game's even more zen. Like I always talk about how this game is like my zen moment. Yeah, it's even more so now with the steering wheel. It just like now it's just like it's kind of like real driving. So instead of having to go for a drive and waste actual fuel, I could do this. Like this sounds really stupid, and I'm gonna say it. And all the people out there who are car guys might get it. They might not even get it, but let's just pretend for a moment. Driving is my favorite pastime. I would rather be stuck in traffic, like touch and go, stop and go traffic, for hours on end than doing anything else. Now, I'd rather be driving than that, but just being in a car, making it move, doing the things is my zen place. It is. We had this thing at work once. I work in mental health, right? So a lot of the stuff is like self-care and, you know, grounding techniques, if you know what I'm talking about looking after yourself, you know, like what do you do to look at, well, how do you unwind and things like this? And they're very concerned about staff burnout, right? So you don't want to staff burnout really quick in this kind of industry. So we're in this meeting and they're going around the table and, you know, people giving your typical answers like, how do you relax? And this one lady says, well, I got a glass of wine and some chocolate and I have a bath, which I think is weird to eat in a bathtub, but that's just my opinion. Other people are like, oh, I have a glass of wine. Some people are like, I read a good book and I curl up on the couch with my favorite blanket. And it gets to me and they're like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, my favorite, like I don't really do anything to ground myself because I don't care to do anything and it doesn't really work that well for me. It's like, oh, yes, do something. I'm like, yeah, I drive. My drive home at the end of the day is my zen moment. And they're like, yeah, but you leave during rush hour. And I'm like, yeah, I don't mind. They just couldn't believe me that just even driving in rush hour is better than not driving at all. What is going on here? Well, we painted the car here, you can tell. I thought I saw a rabbit over here. Let's see here. Oh, no, it's just a trailer. Let's put the parking brake on. All right, now let's sleep for the night. Get rid of the night. Okay, we're gonna waste half the day. Where are we? Let's see here. Yeah, but I love driving, man. It's my favorite. I couldn't, I don't think I'd be, if I lost my license, I do not think I'd be a happy person. Okay, there we go. No, we haven't done in a while. This is not enough oil to bother. We have not painted the car at all, so we're going to take this purple paint. It's been a lovely blue car, but now you're getting 10% of this. Boom. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this! Oh, that's a little more than I was supposed to do, but that's fine. That's, oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's 10. Okay, we're gonna have to 1% every panel except that one door. And I can't remember what door that was. So we'll do one there. One there. Okay, come on. One there. That there. Okay, this one. I think it was that back door there. There we go. Now we have a purple car. Look at it's what color purple? It's like a Barney purple. No, Barney was darker than this, wasn't he? It's very purple. It looks like grape drink. It looks like grape Kool-Aid, maybe. What is this? Oh, we forgot the back. We can't forget the back. It needs 11%. Remember that. So we need 23. Go. 23. There we are. I forgot that. I can't believe I forgot the hatch. There we go. Look at this. This is, I could drive a car this color maybe. But it had to be the right car, like a Volkswagen Beetle or something. There's nothing here worth getting, so we're going to move on. So we need 438. We're at 413. So we got about 25 to cover. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Ignition on, please. What gear am I in? Let me see. That's neutral. So first. All right. Get that thing off the horizon. You can just barely see it there. There we go. Come on. The clutch on this is easy, man. I'll give it that. I don't know who designed the clutch in this thing, but it works a treat. You can't, there's no game indication that the clutch is happening. It's like in it's in a permanent state of slippage. It's weird. Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh God's sakes, what the heck? Just saw that coming from a mile away. Oh my goodness, okay, this is okay. This is all right, we're doing okay. We've had one little minor hiccup, that's not terrible. We now got a purple car, which is lovely. I feel like every color eventually leads to like an off blue. Like no matter what you do to the car, it turns like an off blue or purpley color if you start mixing paints. It's just one of those things that's just a consistent about the game. Maybe it's just the way the colors show up in the world. You know, there's certain amounts of certain colored paint, so you run into more paints that are certain colors. So I don't know how it works. I just know that it's hilarious. What do we got here? Is this something else coming up? This might be a house or something. There's a rabbit. I don't like that. What is this? Okay, I'm just gonna go around this. Okay, this might be a big garage or something. What is this? Nope, this is a bus stop. I was getting ready to drive straight into the desert so I didn't have an accident. Oh, here we go. This is good. This is working. Like, the thing about the steering wheel is, and I know I've been talking about this a lot because I've been using it, but this is the thing I'm doing right now, so this is what I talk about. The thing about the steering wheel is that you gotta drive it still like a video game. You can't treat it like a real car. Like the dead zone in the middle, like right now, between that and that, you can see my hands move. The wheel doesn't actually do anything, and there is a ton of play in the steering. So you got to be real aggressive with the steering if you need to make any sort of sudden changes to your direction, like you're avoiding something. It is a lot of input. And the steering gets really heavy as you get closer and closer to its extremes. Again, it never feels quite real. And that's the thing, like I've driven lots of cars with electric steering, and this is what it feels like, electric steering. Like hydraulic steering is so much more communicative. Now don't get me wrong, again, they're getting way better at electric steering than they were when they first came out. But they're not good. They're not as refined, and I think it's just a matter of time before they get there. Because my guess is over time they'll add new sensors to read the road better and the wheel angles and stuff and what the tires are doing, and that'll keep getting better and better and better. And then as it gets better, the wheels will get more communicative because they'll be able to artificially make it communicative, which is great. And I'm saying that word too much, so I'm going to stop now. that's a stupid word, communicative. Yes, like that connection between the road and your car is all the steering wheel. 80% of it anyway. You got butt feel after that, and then you got the brakes. But you got to feel it. You got to be able to feel that road underneath you, and if you can't, it's dangerous. And I find a lot of power steering systems feel numb. The one in the what is that? The Camaro, the newer Camaro. I drove one once, and it was an earlier model, so bear with me here. But it is either, I'm not sure if it was electric steering, but I think it feels like it. Either they had the worst power steering ever designed, or it was electric. And I'll tell you, that thing was just awful. Like, you could drive it, you get used to it, you get used to anything, but it's just not, it doesn't have a good feel. Like, compared to like something like my BMW, it is awful. And I understand the BMW is a more expensive car, but like the new Mustangs have great steering feel. Like, they really do for what they are, for the price point. They really do. Like, it's not the best in the world by any stretch, but it's decent. It's decent. Oh, what's this? Please let this be grass. Ooh! Yep, there it is. Grass. Yes. I love it when a plan comes together. Who said that? Ooh, I'll tell you what it is. He's named after... Okay, never mind. Tell me what show that's from. Answer it in the comments below. I love it when a plan comes together. The old guys will remember that. There we are. This is going swimmingly. I'm not going to lie. This is one thing I've noticed. The episodes have gotten kind of smoother since I got the wheel. I don't understand this whole shifting thing my body does when I go around corners. Like why I'm suddenly closer to the door, but that's okay. That's a big rock. Look out for the big rock. That's a little rock. There we go. Ah, this is nice. This is the type of game you get, man, when you just want to just relax. Like, I've been playing Raft with 90 books, and I'll tell you, go check out those episodes. They're pretty, she's great to play with, by the way. But the game's stressful. You always got that shark Bruce attacking you. Then you're fighting things. There's robots, and you got what is those things? Birds that drop rocks on you. This is like every so often you piss off a rabbit. You know, and who doesn't? Sometimes in your life you probably made a rabbit angry and you don't even know. So once the rabbit quotient's gone, if you're just willing to drive, it's kind of just fun. Although I can see highway hypnosis creeping in real quick. Real quick. I'm going way too fast for my steering abilities on the steering wheel. Okay, we don't have an accident, please. We're going to have an accident, I can feel it. Back off the gas. What are you thinking? Seriously, bud. There you go. So we're like the way it starts dropping so quick, we're not much over 160 at all. And I think I might start a whole movement here of filling up a gas can, like a jerry can, and then just driving to the tank's empty and seeing how far we can get on that tank. But then again, if I switch cars, maybe I'll do it next time I switch cars. I'm thinking Dasha, maybe. I'm thinking I might get the Dasha. It's ugly as sin. It's one of the ugliest things. Oh, it's a rock steering tool. There we go. It's one of the ugliest cars ever made, but it's like so ugly it's come around again to being good looking. You know, one of those vehicles. It's like some babies are like that. Like, there's nothing worse, I'll tell you right now. As somebody who works with predominantly women, there is nothing worse than the morning and you come in and someone's had a bebe and they're back and they're all like, oh, look at my baby. And it's one of them ugly babies, you know? And you're looking at it and you just ate and you're like, and it's just like, this baby looks like a gremlin with bulgy eyes. Like, dude, come on, man. Like, everybody, you know when your baby's ugly. You know it. Now, babies get cuter as they get older. So your baby's going to get cute, but man, some babies are ugly. Like, I've seen some ugly babies. I was an ugly baby. Like, you should have seen me, man. My hair was standing straight up. Looks like I was always suspicious. I was always squinting my eyes at people. Man, like I was judging you all the time. It was ridiculous. I was not an attractive child. But I'm now not attractive either, so I didn't fall. It doesn't necessarily mean it gets better. Some of us are just ugly. Deal with it. It's just leave me alone, man. Don't judge me. I think I'm judging myself. I don't even know. Am I shaming myself? Can I do that? I don't even know. Can you shame yourself? I don't know. That sounds suspicious. That sounds suspicious. Very suspicious. It's like when they started putting Arizona iced tea in bottles instead of the big cans. That got real suspicious too. Not sure I trusted that. Sometimes you just got to go with the original, man. This is good, man. I'm enjoying this so much today. Sorry about all my rambling, but I like to talk to you guys and see what's going on. This is okay. You know what I did find out too? You can do, if you hit backspace, you can get rid of the HUD, which is nice for screenshots if you're ever looking to do a screenshot. Because, you know, it doesn't hurt to have a screenshot when you're making thumbnails. I always don't think of it, and then last minute I'm like, uh-oh, I better get a screenshot. And then it always turns out terrible. Thumbnails, editing, recording, and voiceovers are not my forte. None of this I'm good at. But you watch it, so I'm not sure who's more wrong, me or you. Probably me. That's usually the way it works. I'm not a good person. I can see it now. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to criticize myself. Not right now. I got driving to do. I go, Big Rock, coming through. Well, I'm getting closer and closer. I'm getting too confident. I'm getting closer to those rocks than I should be. What's wrong? There's another big rock. Let's get around that. Zoop. Okay, Zoop. What? You know, there's a store near where I live called Zoop, and they sell soup. I don't know why they just didn't call it soup. It doesn't make any sense. Soup's good, though. If you like soup, do you like soup? Go there. There's another one called the Piping Kettle, man, and they do a broccoli and cheese soup. Now, you got to like broccoli and cheese and not be lactose intolerant, but if those 3 things aren't a problem for you, or also soup, I guess, those 4 things aren't a problem for you, you might enjoy this. They have bread. You can get bread with it. You can dip that bread in that soup. Man. They also give you a spoon, though. Don't worry. If you need a spoon, they got you covered. It's where it's at. Can't have a nice good. Who doesn't like a bowl of soup sometimes, man? It's just like the way it is. Just some of the comments gonna be like, I don't like soup. It's gonna be a thing. Although I will say, never order a soup at a restaurant, like a sit-down restaurant. That just fills you up and costs $8. Nobody. Why you spend that money on soup? Like soup is cheap, but like if you go to like a sit-down restaurant, they're like, oh, do you want to start with soup? No, you don't, because you're paying a lot for it, and it's just gonna fill you up. It's like drinking a glass of water. Don't do it. Just go ask if it's a buffet. Go to the seafood. That's how you maximize your expenditures there. I'm not sure how far I'm along here. That thing is in the way here, and I can't zoom in. My eyesight. We're good. We're good. Okay, we're good. We're fine. I can't do this one-handed. Get back on the road. There we go. All right. This is okay. I don't mind this at all. It's weird. In real life, I drive mostly with one hand, and this, I'm like, just got both hands on the wheel like a race car driver. I'm just there, man. I'm in the zone. So we just got to find a place to stop, and we're good. So yeah, the next episode, I promise, will be outside the car, so you don't have to always see this inside view. But I enjoyed this thoroughly. And people always say, "Oh, do what you want," but part of me is like, yeah, I'm going to do what I want. But I want to make sure that people enjoy it as well. I want to make sure that I'm not just doing it to satisfy my own need to play a video game. I want to make sure you guys are like, well, I like watching them play this stupid game where he's driving across the desert for hours on end making commentary on things that don't matter. It's not like I talk politics or something that's probably important. We keep it light and breezy. We talked about soup. Like, that's a conversation everybody wants to have with their YouTube people they watch, right? Is there any other YouTube people that talk soup? Maybe there's a soup YouTube channel. I'm going to check that out. If there is, I'll link it somewhere. Oh, I'm going to find one too. You watch. If there's a thing, there's a YouTube channel for it. Whether it be anything from cars to cooking to furries, there's a YouTube channel for everything. You can find it. I saw there's YouTube channels on how to make YouTube channels. Like, how messed up is that? Oh God, no. Okay, I thought we were gonna die. Okay, we're gonna pull over a little up the road here in case this thing freaks out the next time we get into the game. So we're gonna pull this up here. Right about, yeah. Okay, parking brake on. And ignition off. Oh yeah, here we go. Perfect. Okay, let's get out here. Actually, can we sleep? Okay, let's fall asleep. We'll get it to the morning. Let's see. Oh. And we'll explore this house the next time we're back in. Here we go. What's this? Ooh, are we at it? Oh yeah, we're 38.5, not 41. So we went over by 3.3 kilometers, 53.3, not bad, not bad. So I'm gonna hop out here for a sec. I wonder if I should let's get a good screenshot for the thumbnail. How can we do this here? Autosave. What's a good, can we, oh, the HUD's gone. Oh, there we go. The HUD's gone now. All right. Let's, should I use my NVIDIA thing? Let's do that. Let's crouch though. Let's get a little crouch on here. We're going to set this up like a car shoot. Here we go. Like this. But we want a little here because I always have my text to the right or left. Sorry. So yeah, we'll do this. We'll hit Alt F1. Watch. Boom. Screenshot saved to gallery. This thing works great, by the way. If you ever look at a screenshot your stuff with an NVIDIA card, the thing works great. So I'm going to leave this episode here. So thank you so much for watching. Get my HUD back. If you like this, please leave a comment. Maybe subscribe. Maybe tell your friends to subscribe. You should get your great-grandmother to subscribe, and I will do episodes on the Dirty 30s. Maybe. Although she would be on 90. She'd have to be like 105 to experience the dirty. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, either way, you know me. If you didn't like this, well, you should probably find yourself a real YouTuber because I'm not much of one. Oh, rabbit. Get out of here, son of a gun. Either way, you know me. Love every view I get. SkapeGote. I'm pretty sure he's just waiting to eat my face. Go away, rabbit. Go away. You're not cool like Rabbit Foo-Foo. Out.